Hey everyone, Adam Shar here from Bavarian Media Company. Today we're going to actually explore the resting spot of the Headless Horseman. We actually know where the body of the Headless Horseman is, sort of. But we're going to go into that. Let's give you a brief overview of what the Headless Horseman is. We're coming up on Halloween. This is kind of a Halloween kind of special video. The Headless Horseman is based off the Washington Irving short story Sleepy Hollow, which took place in Tarrytown, New York. It follows the headless Hessian soldier who constantly is searching for his head, and he replaces it with a lit pumpkin, and he chases Ichabod Crane. The story is set in 1790. And it's right around and after the American Revolutionary time. In the story, some of the residents believe that this town, Sleepy Hollow, which is a section of Tarrytown, is haunted by spirits, and that the most overwhelming spirit that kind of controls all the superstitious activity and ghosts is the Headless Horseman. And the story also goes back to Ichabod Crane, who is this kind of quirky and kind of like uncomfortable school teacher, and he's vying for marriage for for the daughter of one of a very prominent family in Sleepy Hollow. And upon completely failing trying to get this daughter's hand in marriage, he goes home and is chased down by the Headless Horseman and completely disappears. Now, you might be saying this is a fictitious story. How can there be a Headless Horseman? Well, there is some truth to the Headless Horseman, and I'm gonna go right into it. I did my research, and Washington Irving, who wrote Sleepy Hollow, the legend of Sleepy Hollow, actually stayed in this area right around the American Revolution. He actually was around in this area, this Dutch kind of area. And he, based on my notes, the fact that he interacted with a lot of the American armies and the British armies in this area, he actually met a captain named Ichabod Crane, and that's how Ichabod Crane got his name. It's based actually off two characters. He got the name from an army, I believe he was, let me see. He was an army captain, and then he based the personality off of a school teacher from this area. So I thought it was pretty cool. The Hessian Soldier that got his head, the Headless Horseman, the story behind him is he was a Hessian soldier, yes, and he was found, his body was found dead, fully decapitated, and the story Washington Irving made essentially said that he was decapitated from a cannon shot that went straight to his head and completely clean off, essentially. And basically, the real life story is this family, which is also mentioned in Sleepy Hollow, Van Tessels, essentially found a body of a Hessian soldier decapitated, and they buried the body in the Dutch, an old Dutch church. And actually, here's the map of Sleepy Hollow right here. Here's Sleepy Hollow. This is a map from 1868. We kind of get an idea. It's probably about 100 years from the Revolution and what went on. So this is about 100 years growth. It was kind of hard finding some older maps, but unfortunately, see the Van Tassel? I mentioned Van Tassel? Right there. Real life family. Right there. Pretty cool, huh? Unfortunately, I couldn't find an old map that provided the location right. It's actually right here. right here, there's an old church off of Jones Ave. It's an old Dutch church, and it holds essentially the embodiment fictional Headless Horseman in Tarrytown, New York. So if you go to that church, you can find, it's an unmarked grave, but I'm sure if you can get a historian from Tarrytown, he could probably point out which grave marker was the Headless Horseman. And I think that's kind of cool that how a fictional story by Washington Irving actually has some relevancy in terms of history. So I thought that was kind of cool. I wanted to share that with you. If you ever go to Tarrytown, New York, you can actually look up this church right off here in Jones Ave, just a little bit northeast of this pond right here. It's not on this map, unfortunately, but it's like right here. I wish they put that on this map. It kind of sucks, but it is what it is. But certainly, if the body must have been close to that church where they found it, so there probably was a skirmish. My guess is probably right around by the Van Tassels, probably right around here. The Headless Horseman body was probably decapitated, probably right around this vicinity, very close to there. So I'm going to leave you with that. I hope you liked this video. I hope it was informative. It's one of our first Halloween videos. We haven't done many, and we hope you enjoyed it. Definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're going to do videos like these all the time where we celebrate Halloween, we celebrate Christmas, we have Christmas-themed or Halloween-themed maps, depending on the season, and we do a little bit of storytelling as well. So definitely subscribe to us, comment and like this video, and I will see you guys soon.